Welcome to episode 2 of
Is it?
The Cockpit. Well,
Is it? I don't know.
it's 3 or 2, depending on how you look at it.
Okay, so it's that one. Okay.
So it's 2, but if we count the pilot, 3.
This is also take 2.
This is also take 2. So we had a bit of an emergency.
Yes.
Do you want to explain what
It's
happened?
Friday.
It is right now Friday at 12 o'clock at night. No, in the morning.
It's later than that.
Is it?
Yeah. I was in the shower at 12.
It is 12:50.
There you
Almost
go.
1 o'clock.
So if you're wondering where we were at 12:50, we were not at the scene of the crime. We were here.
Yeah, so we're actually filming this now, and then Bruno's going to head off to bed and
Yeah, I got to
I'll
sleep.
edit the video and
I lost
it
the
up for you guys
SD
to
card,
wake up.
guys. My bad.
It
My
is-
fault.
It is what it is.
It's fully. But he wanted to do video again, so
I had to make sure.
just to be
Look,
safe.
the way I learn things that cause short-term collateral is not worth worrying over. Things that cause long-term collateral, you worry over those things. So
Amen.
we could fix it. That's what we're doing. Don't have to
Sweet.
get mad over that.
So,
Anyways, what are we going to talk about today, Bruno?
do you know what's happened lately?
What's happened lately?
Well, not to get too political, but I'm going to get extremely political
Oh,
with
no.
my... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, we won. I've got no idea if the camera can see this, but I got these Labour Party socks for $2 from Savers not too long ago, and I'm proudly wearing it because we won. In your face, Scott Morrison. Look, I don't want to go too deep into my political views because we could be here for hours. But what I will say, I don't think it's unreasonable I think it'd be pretty unreasonable if you're shocked that I'm happy that
That is
Albo
like
won.
the most Bruno thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That is fucking
Who else
golden.
you know is wearing vintage Labour Party socks? I know no one else would be going that far. Yeah, I dick ride the Labour Party, so what?
You know what? We know some people that do some nice dick riding, and we're not talking about girls.
Yes, there's some serious... You know what? If I'm a dick ride anything, I'm not dick riding like a musician or...
Corey.
Hi, Corey. Yeah, I'm dick riding something that is beneficial to the country. So
You know what? Yeah, and
Good country.
politics is such a sensitive topic because we have obviously Liberals, Greens, United Nations, United Australia Party.
Not Unite. $100 million and you still don't remember the name. They spent $100 million and he still thinks they're United Nations.
Oh, you know what? They should spend an extra $200 million and I'll make the effort.
They could have built a hospital
They probably could.
with that $100 million. And we were watching TV that night, and
Yeah.
I love Family Guy. I'm on a Family Guy kick lately. It's the best show.
It's hilarious.
Amazing.
Finishes
Yeah.
5. We're not talking about...
Because we were just like, oh, there's an ad. What a shock. Elections coming up, and there's Clive Palmer as, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. Like 5.
And to just have the cherry on top, they had a 1 hour long program.
Well, there was the music video before that with the song.
Oh, yeah.
That's my kind of party.
Yeah.
The United. Come on, get into it.
United Australia Party.
It's catchy. I gotta say.
It is. What's the other one that's catchy? On 3? 3.
I'm wearing the socks, but I'll do it anyway.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
There's a hole in your budget, dear Labour, dear Labour. Labour hasn't balanced the budget in over 30 years. Yeah, because they've been in government for like 10 of those 30 years.
You know what? I'm going to give credit to them where credit's due. They did a great job at just making these songs so catchy.
But it's catchy to me. I'm singing it because I hate... Look, if you vote for him and it's in your best interest, whatever. But like I got like a disdain for a lot of the stuff that they've done as a government over the past 9 years. Particularly the last 3 that Scott Morrison's been there. And I feel like I'm seeing a lot of TikToks of people that are quite clearly not Liberal voters. You look at me, you think, you didn't know me from a bar of soap, you might think I was like a conservative person. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me. But I'm quite progressive.
Nah, bro, you're cannabis. Vote for...
Yeah, I think I'm
legalising
like
cannabis.
the only 19-year-old that didn't put that on the Senate.
I think I did twice. Second my vote. So my second vote was...
Do you know why I didn't? My dad didn't know who to vote for, so I wrote out a sheet for him and myself. And we put down the same things, and I didn't read it. I was like, I kind of get the gist. So I was like, what letter is the ones I want to vote for? I looked it up. I was like, all right. And I get there and I see it. I'm like, oh, do I break the streak? But my first election, voted Labor won everything, and maybe that'll be a lifelong streak. We'll see.
I just Labor 1, cannabis 2, and then or everything else, everything but Liberal.
Yeah, pretty much. As I think most under 25s would have done that.
Yeah.
So there we are. And also, you know what else happened somewhat recently?
Mm-hmm.
We're a bit past it now, but the Kendrick Lamar album came out.
I actually have not listened to it yet. I've heard good things, but also bad things.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's got quite the discography. I'll say that much. He's, in my eyes, like head and shoulders above the rest in the genre. Very difficult to... Well, he made Good Kid, Mad City in 2012. That'd be a very hard album to follow up. And then he just dropped the best album ever 3 years later. Then a solid one 2 years later. 5 years. You would have heard this on TikTok. I've been going through something. 1,855 days. Yeah, that's how long it was without an album. Yeah.
And he's still making bank, like...
Oh, yeah. Nah, he's living his life. He's, like, really reclusive now. He's done his thing, and I feel like that album was like his way of saying, like, I'm not. You shouldn't worship me. You know, I'm just a guy, kind of. There's a lot to go into, and without going too far into it, there's like this. I feel like I could be wrong in interpreting this, but making an album as good as To Pimp a Butterfly, but it's obviously about racism, a lot of it, and he sort of became. I don't know. I feel like quite unfairly became sort of the figurehead in that topic.
Yeah.
You know, that people would look to. And he is not, I mean, he said that he goes months without using his phone. So he wasn't on like Twitter posting, Black Lives Matter during the protest. I mean, look,
I mean, not that I respect
exactly.
Sorry,
like everyone,
no, I said that at the wrong time.
Yeah,
I don't respect the not going, like, supporting it. I meant support. I support
he was at marches anyway. That's more productive than a tweet.
I'm more support the fact that he's not on his phone for months at a time.
Yeah, he's done what he's had to do in terms of, becoming successful, and he's a family man. And that album, the new one, it's different, it's not like the others. It's stripped back. There's a lot I really like about it. Yeah, so I'd say check it out.
You were actually watching, I mean, on the topic of music, we were watching, who was it? It was Brockhampton.
It was?
Yeah, I think it was the music video Buzz
Cut.
Yes. And there was, you explain it because you kind of showed me the
so I'm kind of an aficionado for the Brockhampton band. And I'm 5 years late. Well, no, I've been into them since 2018, so we go way back. And they dropped last year, April 9th, the greatest album of all time, Roadrunner, New Machine. My favourite of all time, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
We've already mentioned the best album of all time, To Pimp a Butterfly. You heard it here first. But, yes, so that is my favourite album. Mm-hmm. But the thing that was unfortunate is, like, they made this awesome album, and so much of the imagery to do with it, in terms of music videos, the visualizers for the songs on YouTube, uses AI generated imagery. So
I've just recently been exposed to this whole AI imagery or AI music or AI generated art. It is fucking frightening.
Yeah, I got onto my AI kick in about 2020, and I was sort of looking into it because there's so many powerful things you can do with it. The one that's, I think, extremely beneficial is, like, you throw a song in and it splits it into stems. Vocal, maybe there's a track for bass, there's a track for drums, track for piano, track for guitar. You can do all that, right? Yeah. It's not perfect, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's gotten better in, like, the 2 years. So it's going at this insane rate. And sort of, after doing all that research, this album comes out with all this AI generated. So I'm like, my God, because some of it is so frightening.
No, I know. The stuff that we were watching, even the music video, fucking scary.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad they did it because it kind of helped me confront the fear a little bit, just a tad. But at the same time, it's still...
It's artificial intelligence making choices. That should go there. That should go here. Those colours should mix. That line should connect to that line.
In the span of seconds, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, just off a prompt. Just a word.
I just, like, AI in general just scares me. Like, just the fact that, they have their own, like, thoughts, essentially. They make their own choices.
Because thought isn't a tangible thing. Like if I'm in my head, I'm thinking about something that's happened. Like I'm thinking about Stevie Motlop's goal in the 2018 Showdown 44, right? Port and Adelaide. If you know, you know.
Amen.
It's a good goal. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I'm seeing it, but where the hell am I seeing it? You know, you can think of anything. Think of like some basketball highlight. Where are you seeing it?
Yeah, no, I can put myself in the arena.
Yeah, but you can also see the surrounds we're in.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell I'm seeing that thought that I'm having. It's a similar sort of thing, but these aren't people.
No,
they're learning how to do intangible things that humans can do and portray it.
And quicker. We talk about, obviously, I don't know how far humans date back. We'll just say 2 million years. Probably more.
Let's go with that number.
Right, probably more.
As a baseline.
It took us 2 million years to get from fucking ooga booga, like, don't even know what fire is.
Yeah.
To
what we are.
What we are now.
And it's at this rate, you know, it's like happening like this
It's literally, no, it's just like this, bro. And it's just slowly, it's very like, slow. You go 50 years back and you're like, you go to a guy on the street, you're going to be able to FaceTime someone, video call, chat someone on this smart device that's almost like a brick-like thing where you can touch and activate. They'll be like, talk
to someone on the other side of the world. They'll
be like, lock him up in a mental institute. He has gone crazy.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we're also pretty like in the grand scheme of like if we go with that 2 million figure, 50 years isn't much. There's not a lot has changed.
Yeah.
You know, but in terms of the AI, I don't think I think a lot of the usage of it became really widespread, at least from what I've seen in like 2020. You know, and even in that time, it's way faster, way smarter. And I just think the future that AI has, I don't think it'd be shocking to say that it's genocide potential.
No, I completely agree with you. I think Elon Musk said it in a podcast. I think it was Joe Rogan's podcast, our competition. So, but he said like humans becoming extinct is inevitable.
Yes.
The cause of our extinction are ourselves.
Yeah.
Whether it be pollution, climate change, which is obviously caused through pollution, and
that's why I'm glad we won. That's why I'm wearing no shoes too.
But a big reason why he believes that we are going to be the cause of our extinction is AI.
Mm-hmm. I think he's far off the truth.
I don't think either. There's a great example of a video game portrayed this idea amazingly. It's called Detroit Become Human. If you haven't played it,
I haven't.
Highly recommend
We're
playing
just like
it.
opposite people. Everything I'm saying and you're saying, it's like, no, I don't know what that is.
But at the same time, if you haven't, sorry, spoilers. Not really. But the whole premise of the games is you're an android, AI. Basically, the whole of Detroit, the whole of Detroit have been basically taken over by androids, and they're basically enslaved to humans. Right? Some treat them like shit. Some treat them like family. Stuff like that. Right? Then you get to the point of when that AI realizes it's more than just a robot, like you're acting like a human, it becomes what they call in the game a deviant, and that's known as a criminal. So there's moments in the game, like the first mission in the game, you're playing as a hostage negotiator. You go into this house and you're collecting data and information, and then the very last act is the robot that's realized that it's going to get replaced has the little girl, gun to the head, on the edge of a penthouse, and you have to talk to that robot to convince him to stop, go. And the choices you make and the information that you've captured determines how it will go.
And it's all sort of fiction. It's obviously a game. Same with literature, movies and such. It's all fiction, but there's some grounds in reality that's inspired it.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the direction that artificial intelligence can very much head in. There was an image I showed you.
We're talking about the Prince George and
so Prince William, Princess Kate, and the son Prince George is the son. And it's like made up of. See, I haven't seen it in years because it terrified the shit out of me. But it's made up out of like animals that are connected via the eye. So it'd be like the eye in the middle, but on this side of the eye is like a giraffe, and this side is like a dog. They're connected via the eye, and it's really like from a distance. You're like, oh yeah, that's
You zoom in and you're just like, that's
Will and
fucking
Kate
deformed.
and George. Yeah, you zoom in, you're like, what the hell? The other one too is like you've seen the images of like, I can't tell what a single thing in this picture is. That's AI. I didn't know that the first time I saw it. You know the one?
No, which one?
There's the pictures of like, I can't. There's a picture, and you can decipher certain things in it, but like it's not that. You
Yeah.
might have to pull it up, just to say it's not like scary AI. I don't think it is. I mean,
Like, what am I even going to search up?
stroke simulator. Oh no, like no, because it's like it's supposed to be like the feeling you get when you're having a stroke. I don't know. Yeah, like what's a single thing in that picture?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like some people watching or listening will know.
I'll pull up the photo in front of us so you guys can see, and in the comments, if you could decipher some of this stuff.
Yeah, it looks like there's like an earring stand or a cheese grater or something.
That looks like a bear, that looks like a mouse,
Yeah.
that looks like fucking
But it's
paper.
not, you know.
What the fuck?
It's a little. That's an old one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
AI at the start, kind
That's
of.
fucking creepy.
It's so accessible. It's frightening.
Smack
Obviously, very frightening stuff. Let's shift to a different fear
Let's.
that was actually confronted.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you definitely know, because this is the second time we've recorded this episode.
Yes, I'm acting all surprised. So we're going to the present
Yes.
now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know and you don't follow my TikTok, which is like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Go follow
What are you doing?
Lucas.berdt.
Yep.
Or portrayed on the screen here. Make sure you follow me, and
Or don't.
do it. Like
Okay.
my videos, and also comment to say I came from the cockpit, and you guys would be legends.
Yeah.
I have been doing this 30 days of self-discovery, Bruno.
What's that?
Let's say something.
I just realised we're kind of matching. We're matching right now.
We are matching.
We are.
Far
Well,
out.
not the on the
Yeah,
feet.
not the socks, but no
I just
labor
realised.
socks. Anyways,
Yeah.
so what the 30 days of self-discovery is basically something serious and life-changing. You could say life-changing happened in my life.
Tell us now.
Just a little over a month ago. A relationship ending.
Okay.
No, your boy's heartbroken.
Aw.
We basically, I sat down with family and I'm just like, what's wrong with me? Like, what did I do? You know, we sat down. I'm like, okay, I need to work on this, and this. I'm going to do this in a sense of, I'll post it online, so I'm held accountable to my actions. Right. And I held accountable. You know, my final goal was to do skydiving, even though I don't want to do it. I never wanted to do it, but I did it.
You did.
2 days ago. A lot of people were just like, wow, this kid was actually serious and he actually did it. We did not believe him one bit. And I'm just to their faces like,
I just want to say I didn't think you would pull out.
really?
Yes.
Respect, man.
Because of the whole posting to hold accountable. I didn't
You were
think
also with me throughout the whole experience from the moment the breakup happened to the moment we're at now. So you've
And I
seen...
linked you the website to book.
Yeah.
But you jumped out of a plane for this one.
I did jump out of the plane for this one.
Yeah.
And I can say it changed my life completely.
Changed your life.
Changed my life completely. I actually wrote something, and I'll read it out in a second, but yeah, the whole day was just an emotional wreck. Like, we're talking, I get there at 8:15, delayed. 9 o'clock, delayed. 9:30, delayed. 10 o'clock, delayed. 10:30, delayed. Then they're like, come back at 12.
12. So it was a cold day.
It was a very cold day, and up there,
Colder.
colder. But I would love to read something out, Bruno, if that's okay with you.
What if it's not?
Well, I'm going to read it out regardless.
Okay.
So,
I may listen.
I sat down and wrote what skydiving taught me about fear.
Okay.
It's basically a Bible I've written.
A
There's so much in
Bible?
it.
Okay.
Look how much there is.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Righty, guys.
In for a ride.
What skydiving taught me about fear, guys. So the night before the dive, I was sitting on my bed. I was like, you're alone with your thoughts, and all of a sudden, you keep imagining over and over again about jumping out of a freaking airplane. You can't figure out why you do that. So comes the day of the jump, and you're having the safety briefing, and they're like, if the chute doesn't open, what's going to happen is whoa, relax. What can happen?
Settle, petal.
What else will happen? Like, what are all the possible variables of something going wrong? So then you get onto the airplane, you're sitting there, and it's extra because you're literally sitting on some dude's lap.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're just trying to make small talk, trying to mask the sheer fear that's coursing through your body. So the plane takes off. 15,000 feet
That's how high?
in the air. That is exactly how high. 15,000
Zam.
in the air. Someone opens the door, and it's at that moment you realize you've never been in a freaking airplane with the door open. Pure fucking terror courses
You
through
might
the
not
whole
have.
fucking
I
body.
might have.
And then people start going out of the airplane. The guy then walks you up to the end of the door. Your feet is dangling out of the edge, and you're looking down at sheer death. They say, on 3, we'll jump. 1, 2, and he pushes you on 2 because people grab on 3. You then fall out of the airplane,
Clever.
and in 1 second, you realize that this is the most blissful experience of your life.
Blissful.
You're flying. You're literally floating.
That's not flying, that's falling with style or something.
There's zero fear. You realize that the point of maximum danger is the point of zero fear. The lesson for me was, why was I scared in my bed the night before? Like, why do we even need fear?
True.
Everything is up to stepping out. There's actually no reason to be scared at all. And then in that moment where you're supposed to be completely terrified, that's when it's the most blissful experience of your life. And God placed the best things in life on the other side of fear. So that's my experience with fear and my skydive, obviously. When I say it changed my life completely, Bruno, I'm not scared to do the little things no more. Something as simple of, okay, here's a great example. Went to clubbing the other weekend,
Yes.
right? This is before the skydive, but it's a great example. There was 2 girls, right?
One cup.
One girl was sitting, and she was like, I don't want to dance. Like, no. The other friend was just like, no, come on, it'll be fun.
Oh, she wasn't saying that to you.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say
I just noticed because we were next to them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, she's awkward. Like, she's obviously feels uncomfortable, so I'll make her feel comfortable. So I go to her friend, and I'm like, it's all right. I grab her hands, like this. I'm like, come on. And we start dancing like this, like fucking idiots. Like, we're just doing this. And then she's just like smiling, and I'm like, see? And I go up to her, I'm like, I don't even know how to dance myself, but we're having fun together.
What if she wasn't?
I think she might have thought that I was going to hook up with her, which I'm not fucking trying to do, period. Especially at a club.
Yeah.
But I was just like, we're having fun together. Like, let's dance. Like, oh, yeah. Like, we're just fucking whatever.
Vibing. Perhaps.
And then obviously I'm like, have an amazing night. Like, honestly, enjoy your night.
Yeah.
It's a one-time thing.
Yep.
And she was there smiling, you know? And I said to her, I'm like, you enjoy your night too. Like, if you need anything, like, I'm around. I'm chill.
Here, there, everywhere.
Then comes, obviously, you know, the person I was with finds someone, hooks up with them, leaves the club. And I'm just like, okay, I'll wait for you. I'll chill at the bar. I'm just sitting at the bar on my phone, just going through, like, TikTok and all that stuff at the club, as you do.
Yeah, as you do.
There's a girl next to me, and she's just like, she looks a bit lonely. I say, hi, how are you doing? Where you from? Then she tells me about her ex. I'm like, yeah, you do that at a club. No worries.
That's what you're there for.
Yeah. So then I was just like, only suiting. I'm like, I understand what you're going through. I'm going through the exact same thing. And that's okay. And then I talked to her about the 30 days. I talked about, like, oh, I'm going actually skydiving in 2 days. And she's like, what? I'm like, I know, right? It's crazy. And then she was like, oh my God, what's your Facebook? I'm like, oh, go have my Facebook, have fun. You'll notice. Actually follow my TikTok instead. She follows my TikTok, and, you know, she actually ended up DMing me on TikTok. She's just like, hey, I know we just met, but I just wanted to say, like, I'm actually fucking proud of you for going. I'm just like,
exposing her.
That doesn't matter. And I was just like, you know what? That made me feel really good. It's just like, you give good things and you receive good things back. Life isn't, as much as a lot of people are like this, for guys, life isn't about girls, man. Life isn't about hooking up with someone. Or,
I mean, pretty big part of my life.
but life isn't about that.
The joke is
life's about doing good things, and good things will come back to you.
Yes.
I think it's the golden rule. So for all you religious people out there, Quote me if I'm right.
Or if you're wrong.
Golden rule: treat your neighbor as love
thy neighbor.
Love thy neighbor
Thing.
as you would love yourself, or it's not like treat others like how you'd want
As
to
a
be
primary
treated.
school graduate, I'll one up you. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Exactly. So, for you single people out there,
Hit him up. Is that what you're going to get?
no,
Oh, okay, fair
no.
enough.
I mean,
My bad.
no, because
Me,
I
I
probably
don't know.
like we can be friends.
God, look at him go.
Bro, I'm all in
He's
that.
trying to be slick on a podcast. A podcast.
You fucking said hit him up.
Nah,
Every episode, this guy's trying to get me in with someone.
we do a little trolling.
Yeah. Well, look. In saying that, though, like I said, do good things. Good things will come back to you. And life's not about fucking girls or fucking. Life's not about guys. You know. Just fucking live your own life, man. It's not that hard.
Will do.
Focus on yourself. Do what I'm doing,
Will do.
guys. Again, big reminder. I have another 30 days coming up.
What are you going to do at the end?
So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting my body to its absolute limit and going past that. So like obviously tonight we worked out. I worked out pretty hard. I ran pretty fucking hard. I looked like I just got out of a fucking
I ran harder.
swimming pool. He ran harder.
I actually think I might have gone faster at the peak.
You probably got I went 15.1.
Yeah, I did like 16.5.
Well, there you are.
Yeah, but only for like half a... Nah, it was a little
Not to brag, but I got
Not
two.
to
I got
brag.
2 kilometers, and you got 1.87. So like, I ran.
Nah, you stood on the sides, bro. It doesn't count,
Yeah,
bro.
but I ran fucking
Nah,
uphill.
I know. Nah, it's fine.
Anyway,
I'm not counting.
regardless,
But yeah, no,
regardless, and I'll be doing it every night, motherfucker.
that's true. You got me there, bro.
Regardless, just fucking live your own life. It's not that hard, man.
I will.
Good, man. Just want to
Thanks.
fucking. You have a girl in your life. Fuck that
I
girl.
don't, but...
Fuck that girl. And
No.
work on yourself.
Oh,
As in fuck her. As in like go away.
I don't. So I skipped the step.
Work on yourself.
Bypassed.
Nah,
right there.
no.
I'm chilling.
Find a girl, bro. You stick to it. They come rare. They come rare these days.
Nah,
But what do you
I just live life.
live life, and that person will come. Simple as that, bro.
We'll see.
Anyways, wrapping all this up.
Like a birthday gift.
I think this may conclude today's episode
What if it
because,
doesn't?
bro, it is 1:20, and I know I'm going to be editing this for the next 2 hours.
True.
The episode finishes, and I'm going to
Let's
get to bed
go.
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
My fault, OG.
That's okay, though.
Yeah, I got to
We're
train
going
in the
to-
morning. As in, commute.
Yes, but we will conclude this episode. Stay tuned for some more TikTok highlights on our TikTok. Boom, right there. You want to listen to our audio files? Boom, right there. And if you want to watch our YouTube or you're here, you can like and subscribe, turn on the notifications.
Spotify too. iTunes eventually. That'll be happening.
Yeah. Make sure
And-
you also email us on this
Yeah.
with your ideas, if you have any, or even leave on the comments. Let us know what you think. Give us some ideas.
And swing past next week because we got a special episode.
Yeah, 1.5 hour long special with a special guest.
Yes. And because this is an emergency episode, we've already recorded the other one.
Exactly.
So, get owned.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.